Hey everyone, how's it going? Thanks so much for tuning in. For today's video, we've traveled all the way to Italy to Autodromo Vallelunga with 505 Games to get an up-close look at the new console version of Assetto Corsa. Previously only available on PC, they're unveiling it for PS4 and Xbox One, so this is definitely different than anything that I've typically done on the channel before, but it's going to be a really cool, very exciting event that I think you guys are really going to enjoy. Those of you familiar with the game, up until now it was only available for PC, now you can get it for Xbox One and PlayStation 4. But what's pretty cool about this event, and what's very different from the typical videos that I usually do, we're going to get a feel for the track virtually. They have all these stations and stuff set up with the racing seats and the steering wheel and these big TVs and stuff, so that's going to be really cool. But once we get a feel for it there, we're going to hop in a bunch of supercars and sports cars and then drive the track with instructors in the car and stuff. There's going to be some crazy hot laps. We'll probably get some ride-arounds in. It's just going to be an awesome experience, and I hope you guys enjoy. So let's go ahead and hop in some cars and get started.
So yeah, hello everybody. I'm Aristoteles Vasilakos from Kuna Simulazioni, and I'm the physics integrator for Assetto Corsa, which means I get all the data from the cars, from the race engineer, the car manufacturers, and I put them into our physics engine and try to have the cars as realistic as possible.
Yeah, we're getting ready to drive the BMW M235i right now.
Right.
One thing that I was really curious about, and this goes with any game in general, but especially with one as realistic as this,
Yeah.
how do you go between every single car and know exactly how like the suspension is going to compress and rebound and do all of that? Like, it just seems like a crazy amount of data.
It is.
And it works really, really well in the game.
Thanks. Well, it is really a crazy amount of data. We are very fortunate to have to keep collaborating with the car manufacturers. Biggest name in the industry uses our simulator and our laser scan tracks, and so we have direct access with their engineers. So when we license a car, we don't just get the permission to put the car inside the game, but we also ask all the possible data available. So that we can study on them, things like the suspension geometry, the aerodynamics, the tire modeling.
Really in-depth content.
Yes, really in-depth content. We get all of that, and then we try to put all that stuff inside the game. Obviously, having experience with the actual professional simulators and using our software inside the big teams for training and for verifying help us, with the verification part.
Right.
Yeah. And then obviously we drive the cars. We drive the real cars as much as possible, and by driving I mean really pushing them over the limits. Also because we need to understand what happens over the limit. Gamers always drive over the limit, and real drivers never drive over the limit. They go just up to the limit, stay there.
Yeah.
And real engineers will tell you that you shouldn't drive over the limit, and so we won't measure that.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you shouldn't do it. And the problem is that if you give to a gamer something that is not realistic over the limit, the car does scripted things.
Yeah.
Or
it's like
strange reactions.
If you turn too hard into a corner, the car just might flip over a bunch of times. And you're like, that's not going to happen in that car.
Exactly, that's it.
Because you need to know exactly what the car is going to do, like at that point.
Absolutely. And so the trick here is to understand and measure what happens when you are way over the limit. And having our offices inside the racing track, is a big plus.
Yeah, that's very.
We have the track when we need it. It's the perfect place to try the most crazy things. And
awesome.
Then we get all the telemetry, all the feedback, everything, and we try to recreate that into the simulator.
It's amazing. Well, I'm excited to drive, so let's go ahead and hop in the car and get started.
Thank you for coming. Try to stay on the right and then cut through the left. Cut through the left, that's it. And then, very good. Yeah, that's it. Perfect. Go close to the curb and go, accelerate. Once you're inside the curb, you can accelerate.
Okay.
Very good. Heavy braking. Yeah, that's it. Other. And lean again. No. And going now. Very good. because this turn is very particular. It has camber just from the middle of the road towards the turn. If you stay on the outside, you don't have the same grip.
That makes sense.
Yeah. And this is something we didn't even know. We were looking at the professional drivers doing that line, and we didn't know why. And when we did the laser scanning of the track, we found out. It's something that, you know, by visually you can't understand.
That's what I think is so fascinating about what you guys did.
Yeah. Go. Now brake. Yeah, and go inside. You see, the curve of the road keeps the car in.
I see it now.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Very good. Very good. Excellent. Take it a little bit easy here. And accelerate. Go. Yeah. Fantastic. After the bumps. Now. Okay. That's it.
One of the coolest things about this experience, in my opinion, is just the way Assetto Corsa is designed, from the way they 3D map the tracks and take into account everything from like little undulations and cracks to curbing and everything like that. So even though you're playing virtually, whether it be a controller or a steering wheel, you're actually driving the car. You have to drive the car, like taking into account any defects in the track or anything like that. So it's very, very neat, and every single car has their own physics profile and everything, so they drive very different from each other. But my main point is, I've never been on this track, of course, so by doing this whole virtual experience, you can get so much more comfortable with the lay of the land and turning, acceleration, braking points, straightaways. So you should be able to play it, get familiar with it, hop in the car and just go ahead and head out and have a lot of fun.
Hi, my name is Simone Trevisiola. I'm track lead designer for Pinus Simulazioni. And here we are at Vallelunga circuit for this wonderful presentation.
Oh yeah, it's been an awesome day, and I've driven a bunch of cars so far, and I've had a lot of experience with the game. And I was really curious because I was talking to the physics guy when I was driving the M235 around. But what I think is really amazing, like how in the world do you account for, like, you know, the undulations, the bank curves? Like, 'cause when I was going around, he was telling me something like when you're going through the apex, something you want to make sure you stay on the right-hand side because it's tilted a little further and it keeps you in it. So once you're in it and stable, you can accelerate out.
Yeah.
How do you measure all of that?
Laser scanning. There is a laser that has a millimeter precision, and so you cannot go wrong. You have the exact copy of the entire track, where you pass with a van that shoot these laser beams, and wherever you pass, you capture the exact copy of that moment, and after you can recreate a physical mesh, very dense, and we have an algorithm to reduce the complexity where it's not needed, and we let the high complexity where it's more needed, where there are the small bumps, where there are the micro bumps, and so in the game after we have the exact copy of track. And we use also the rest of the scan to place the objects. So we know there's a pole, there's a lamp, and we place in the exact dimension, in the exact height, and so on. So you have a visual representation that matches the real one.
It blows my mind that we're in an age of technology that all of this
can
be done.
Me too.
And correct me if I'm wrong too, but in the game, like when you're actually going through some of those curves where the pitch changes depending on which side that you're on, you can actually feel that. Like if I drift too wide outside of a turn, like through it, you can actually feel it and want to jerk the other way.
That's also one of the reasons why we choose to scan the tracks, because it's you take out one variable from the possible problems that you can encounter.
Right.
So if you know that the track is correct, you can match the physics of the car to feel the exact same reactions from the car, because you cut out one variable. The track is correct.
Because you could be an expert video game player or a racing game player, and then all of a sudden play this game, and it's like a whole different animal. It's unbelievable. Thanks again.
Thank you.
Have a nice day.
Bye.
Sweet.
Ready?
Yep. Woohoo!
It's not as fast as the McLaren, eh?
Oh, I'm sure.
It's much hotter in the case you want one. Much less comfortable.
It's just so minimalistic in here. It's awesome.
It's pretty good, eh?
It is. It's just so simple. Love it. Thanks again.
It was a pleasure.
Well, today was an awesome day, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I mean, being able to test out Assetto Corsa actually on like the virtual reality station, and then all of a sudden putting the cars directly to the test on the track. I mean, it's just so cool, and being able to talk to the people behind the scenes and to learn what actually goes into making a game like this so realistic. It's just mind-blowing that we live in a time where all this technology is available to give you really the most realistic thing possible versus actually getting in the car and driving it, you know, in person. So big thanks to 505 Games for this opportunity. Hopefully we could do more stuff, and obviously when Assetto Corsa comes out towards the end of this summer, be sure to pick it out. I mean, you guys definitely will not be disappointed. Thanks again for tuning in. There's always a lot more where that came from. Take care, everyone. Surfaces. It also lowers ride height by 10 millimeters or about 0.4.